So, your 41-year career, Roy, you've had some influences, I'm sure. Who's been the standout person that's influenced you?
I think one of the blokes I used to work with, he was my boss when I used to work on the bowling greens in fine turf and in football. A bloke called John Welsh. He was a fantastic bloke. He was disabled, but did anybody know the job? That person did. And I must say, he must take a lot of credit for me to be where I am today, because what he did, he kept my feet firmly on the ground, and he said, what you do in this job, you listen and you learn. Okay. And to be fair, I've carried that forward on now.
Even now?
And it's kept me in good stead. If I don't know, I will ask the question.
So that mentality stayed with you for 41 years?
Yeah, I will never forget that. You know, I always look back on my life, you know, and the job I've done and where I started, and you're thinking, you know, well, is the job right for me? And the boss I work for, he just encouraged me, this is what you need to do, this time to make it better. And he used to produce things, I think, wow, it can be done.
Yeah.
And he used to show me. So, you know, he's going to take a lot of credit for that. But again, I've moved on since, because the industry just moved on so much now.
Sure.
In the last 5-6 years, with the emails and the tents, you know, the grow tents and everything else coming on the market, different fertilising, wetting agents, it's all coming to the forefront now.
And how do you keep on top of all of that in terms of improving your knowledge?
I think what I do, I seem to go to a lot of seminars.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of different companies. You know, we're always going, you know, to the big presentations when they do them at Windsor, and you go to Harrogate as well, which are great places. Because all I look at, if I can just pick one thing up from there, wherever it is, that's all I need.
Yeah.
I'm a bit wiser because I picked something up from that show, at that event.
And again, looking back on your career, 41 years, what's the proudest achievement you've had in that time?
I think one of the proudest achievements I've had, and it's going to seem crazy, is when I was working at Platt Lane on the football pitches. We had 2 grass pitches and we had no irrigation system.
Right.
And I kept the pitches alive with an hose pipe and with an old sprinkler.
Really?
Yeah, it was incredible. I'll never forget that either. That's one of my best things happened to me, and maybe winning the Premier League Pitch of the Year in 2001 and 2, which again, that because I had a great team around me, that could be achieved.
That's interesting that you mentioned Platt Lane there, because that's back to old groundsmanship skills rather than leaning on technology, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, you know, sometimes you've got to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
And you know, you've got to muck in and do it right. And again, we got appreciated for it, because we tried to grow grass with no irrigation and just with an hose pipe and a sprinkler. You know, and that's all we did, and we did a fantastic job.
So we spoke about technology there. Yeah. Best investment, best bit of kit you've ever bought, whether that's the best investment or just your favourite?
I would say the big Toro sprayers.
Okay. You want to tell me why?
I think with the Toro sprayers, they have like a small tent over them, so you can spray in all different conditions.
Right.
If you have a normal sprayer and you're spraying a windy day, it's blowing all over the place.
Okay, so it protects what you're doing.
It protects what we've got. I would say the sprayers are about the best, and I would say the Vertidrain is as good as anything as well.
Okay, so Vertidrain and Toro sprayers are the 2 you pick out. Worked with a lot of characters, I'm sure, down the years. Some of those will be high-profile football managers. Have you got a funny story perhaps you could share with us?
I remember talking to Kenny Dalglish when I was at Blackburn in the 1990s, when he was the manager. And he come over one day and he went, "Rum dum yum 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 yum." I said, "All right, Kenny, I'll sort that out for you." That was unbelievable. So yeah, I'll never forget that day either.
Did he come back and complain because you hadn't, or?
He just shook his head.
I think that's a great way to end the interview.
Right,
Thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Much appreciated.